केशव भी तो बाइक में होगा यार, अभी गाड़ी तो किसी की नहीं होगी यहाँ पर, गाड़ी सारी गई हुई है इसलिए।
The National Conference on Bioprotecting Access to Sustainable Development, organized by the Department of Applied Mechanics of Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Allahabad. We welcome our chief guest, Dr. Seema Bahar, our director, Professor A.D. Samarkar, the chairman of the Golden Jubilee Technical Committee, Professor B.D. Chaudhary, the head of the Department of Applied Mechanics, Professor Rakesh Mathur, the organizing secretary, Dr. Shivesh Sharma, and all the distinguished delegates participating in this conference and faculty members who have spared their valuable time to attend this conference. Professor Mathur and Dr. Shivesh Sharma to kindly take their seats on the dais. Presenting a bouquet. I request Vinita to present a bouquet to our director. I request Payal to present a bouquet to the chairman of the Golden Jubilee Technical Committee. I request Rajni to welcome our head of department by presenting a bouquet. I Anita to present a bouquet to the organizing secretary. It is an age-old and beautiful tradition in our country to usher in a new experience and give it a propitious beginning by paying homage to the gods. We now have the students of B.Tech Biotechnology performing the Saraswati Vandana. Last 20 years, fueled by technological advances in the biotechnology, pharmaceutical and other key areas. The National Conference aims to highlight the global themes and perspectives and bring forth the latest trends and developments in the domain of bioprospecting. To throw light on this, I invite Dr. Shivesh Sharma, the organizing secretary of this conference, to kindly deliver the inaugural address.
Professor A.B. Samadar, Director of the Institute, Professor Rakesh Mathur, other dignitaries, distinguished guests, delegates from all around the country, and media persons. A very good morning to all of you. It gives me great pleasure to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Seema Wahab, Advisor, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, Professor A.B. Samadar, Director, Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Professor B.D. Chaudhary, Chairman, Technical Committee, Golden Jubilee Celebrations, Professor Rakesh Mathur, Head of the Department and Convener of this conference, Deans and Heads of various departments, Registrar, Members of Advisory and Steering Committee, eminent scientists, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I, on behalf of Organizing Committee, take this opportunity to welcome you all at the National Conference on Bioprospecting Access for Sustainable Development organized by the Department of Applied Mechanics, Biotechnology as part of Golden Jubilee celebrations of the Institute. I also take this opportunity to welcome our invited speakers, Professor Prabhuda Ganguly, Professor Ashok Pandey, Professor S.S. Kamar, Professor C. Raghu Kumar, Dr. Anita Pandey, and Professor H.S. Dhaliwal. The 2010 International Year of Biodiversity is a special year declared by United Nations to help raise awareness of the importance of biodiversity all over the world. It is an occasion to stress the importance of biodiversity for our well-being, reflect on our achievements to safeguard the biodiversity, and encourage the redoubling of our efforts to reduce the rate of biodiversity loss. We all know that biodiversity or bioprospecting is the exploration, extraction, and screening of biological diversity and indigenous knowledge for commercially valuable genetic and biochemical resources. And the theme of this conference also revolves around the sustainable and rational use of biodiversity in a way that encourages commercial development and protects our natural resources. As India has mega biodiversity, this venture is designed to provide a common platform for eminent workers, intellectuals, and policymakers to share their views and ideas. To organize this conference became possible with the support of Department of Biotechnology, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Indian Council of Medical Research, Ministry of Environment and Forest, Omega Biotech, MS Rights Construction, and other sponsors. And the extent of response received by this conference was not only overwhelming but also beyond expectations. This conference is fortunate to have very prominent invited speakers, proficient of diverse streams, which will be instrumental to fill the gap of interdisciplinary research in bioprospecting and achieve the main aim of this very conference. The task of accommodating all valued talks in scheduled 2 days has resulted in 7 scientific sessions, 2 of them with parallel subsessions and an additional poster session. I hope that the participants will utilize this forum to share the rich and vivid experiences and scientific contributions for the welfare of the society. The interaction with eminent scholars would certainly invoke the scientific spirits in young generation and the young scholars. I once again welcome you all and pray to the Almighty that the success of this conference and hope that this conference will be able to meet their perspectives and expectations. Thank you all.
The highly informative and invigorating words. I now request Professor Rakesh Mathur, the convener for this conference, to kindly address the gathering.
Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Seema Wahab, Professor A.B. Samadar, Director of the Institute, Professor B.D. Chaudhary, Chairman Technical Committee for Golden Jubilee Celebration, Dr. Shahid Sharma, Organizing Secretary, colleagues, distinguished speakers, guests, delegates from across the corner, and media persons. At the outset, I take this opportunity to welcome the Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Seema Wahab, Advisor, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, who spared her valuable time from the very busy schedule to be with us for this national conference on bioprospecting, access for sustainable development. I take this opportunity to welcome our Director, Professor Samadar, Professor B.D. Chaudhary, colleagues, distinguished speakers, guests, eminent scientists and delegates from all over the country to attend this conference. Firstly, I would like to take this opportunity to apprise about our department and beginning of biotechnology in MNIT. The Department of Applied Mechanics was established in the year 1964-65 and it's well known as Center for Academics, Research and Industrial Consultancy. And it offers academic programs leading to MTech degrees in 4 disciplines, namely material science, applied mechanics, fluids engineering, biomedical engineering. The department also teaches core subjects to the students of all undergraduate programs. BTech Biotechnology program was started as a new academic program in 2006 with an intake of 30 students and with the objective of integrating life sciences with engineering. The Department of Applied Mechanics was given the responsibility of nurturing this new academic discipline with the aim to provide a strong foundation in biotechnology which can lead students to both industry as well as research and academia. We have a faculty strength of 7 for biotechnology. All the faculty members are young and very energetic. They are highly educated and all have projects from different government agencies. This conference is the outcome of their hard work and enthusiasm and wholehearted support of the faculty of Applied Mechanics Department. The first batch of BTech Biotechnology students with more than 90% placements will be passing out in this year, 2010. Presently, we are having BTech Biotechnology and PhD programs, and the department will be starting MTech Biotechnology program very shortly. We intend to start from the next academic session, that is 2010-11. All this would not have been possible without the efforts and interest shown by our director. It is only because of his constant encouragement, support and vision that we initiated this task of organizing this national conference, which will help biotechnology create a distinct niche, as well as provide a platform where students, faculty and delegates from across the country will get the opportunity to interact with prominent scientists and academicians. Humankind has always been and will always be completely dependent on wealth of biological resources and biodiversity for its survival. But this rich diversity is being lost at a great accelerated rate because of human activities and also due to exploitation of these resources for commercial benefits. The United Nations has declared year 2010 to be the International Year for Biodiversity. Therefore, the National Conference has been organized with a message to safeguard this irreparable natural wealth and reduce biodiversity loss. I once again welcome you all and hope that the deliberations will go a long way to educate about access to and sustainable use of genetic resources and associated traditional knowledge while taking into account intellectual property rights. Thank you.
Informative and eloquent words. I now invite Professor B.D. Chaudhary, the Chairman of the Golden Jubilee Technical Committee, to say a few words.
Chief guest of occasion, Professor Samadar, Professor Mathur, distinguished guests, my colleagues, students, all invited guests. I am very happy and I feel privileged to welcome all of you on this occasion of National Conference being organized by our Department of Applied Mechanics. As the chairman of Technical Program Committee for Golden Jubilee Celebration, I would like to enumerate the programs which have already been done or which are likely to come. Almost every month or in some month we have 2 or 3 programs. Instead of enumerating those details of those programs, I would just share my thought about this Golden Jubilee celebration and especially this seminar. The Golden Jubilee celebration gives us an opportunity to look back what we achieved in the last 50 years and what should we be doing in coming another 50 years. 50 years is too long to see in future. Maybe if we could see only 10, 15 years or 20 years, that would be much more valuable. It's very tempting to enumerate our successes. We do need to do that one, so feel confident that we will be able to carry whatever assignments we choose for ourselves. But I would be highlighting especially this conference and this celebration. If we look at the way we have grown in the last 50 years as an institution, as an academic entity in the country, few things does come to our mind, that we have been growing or doing activities in isolation. In isolation from industry, in isolation from society, and to some extent even the departments working in isolation. We achieved lots in working in isolation. It's not to undermine what we achieved, but we did miss things. We missed opportunities because we worked in isolation. Because we were working more as a technologist, each department confining to itself, not looking. So being a technological institution, we never look to biological sciences or, for that matter, social sciences or economics. We thought that, developments, global developments had forced us to realize that this is not going to be the case. And this celebration or this conference is worth celebrating. That biotechnology is a program where we didn't have the resource of biology or any of input which needs to go to biotechnology. But we realized that if we do not reach out, it would be difficult to survive in coming time. This department is very unique. When I joined in 70s, at that point of time, this department has a collaborative research with doctors from our medical college. I remember as being a lecturer in the Department of Electrical Engineering, they had a vibration lab which was one of the finest lab in the institute and in possibly in this region. And there were laboratories where they would get samples, or there were joint research projects where the samples would come from the medical college for testings and studies. But somewhere in between something happened, I don't know, because I wasn't involved. We kind of got again confined to our own territory, and that didn't flourish. So it's very pleasant to see that again my same applied medics department had taken initiative, and it's worth celebrating in this Golden Jubilee year. This example has given us confidence and also the realization of a necessity that please do not confine to your own niche area and other things. If you have to survive, you have to link with other departments, other agencies, or national or social level. Many of our conferences which are being organized as a part of Golden Jubilee celebration you would find that theme is to reach out to society, to nations, to make our activity relevant in this context. And the theme of this event conference is in the context of our national interest that we have to protect, utilize, and all this. In the morning when I came, Professor Rakesh Mathur gave me souvenir and as well as the other materials which are being distributed. We as a professionals all the time use the word exploitation. So I was reading the first page of that souvenir, and it says that we should be exploiting. I was also having this habit of saying exploiting the natural resources. In one of our meeting of Board of Governors, our Chairman Board of Governors reminded me, Professor, why all of you seem to be using word exploitation so frequently? Isn't there any other word which we could? And I said sorry. I said yes, that's the way we